Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, today I am back out in the garden once more. Now, why am I out here in the garden right now? I am here to do a quick little video showing you all how to go about planting beets. Now, if you all know, beets are one of those things that is rich with a lot of iron. And if you're anemic, hey, just plant yourself some beets. You can go ahead and juice that beet. Also, there's another way how you can, if you're really anemic, you can go ahead and add a little bit of molasses in your beet juice whenever you get ready to blend it and, make you some beet juice. Okay, so your beet and your molasses, that right there is a quick boost of iron to get you back up to speed and where you need to be. Okay, so yes, absolutely, the greens. Now, just about the whole plant of the beet is nutritious and beneficial for your body. It's a beet, pretty much this root, whenever you bite into it, you can taste the iron. It's a real earthy taste. As y'all can see, what we have going on here, we have some planted out. Now, these was planted in the fall. They did went through a burn back from the frost. And so spring is here where the weather is right where it needs to be. And that's why you see they're so lush and they're just looking beautiful. Okay, so of course, we're going to show you all this one right here. And then we're going to go over the steps on how you get to this right here, guys. Okay, so of course, like I said, these right here was planted out in the fall. And so I just want to show you all what this beet is looking like. Okay, and this is just to motivate you all, so that way what I'm going to show you all right here, this right here is the result. Okay, now the time for you to plant your beets would be, you can plant them twice a year. You can plant them in the early spring after your last frost date has passed, and also you can plant them in the early fall time, guys. Okay, now I am going to show you all how to get to this right here. Of course, before you get here, yes, you have to plant a seed. Okay, so if you come on in real quick, I'm just going to show you all, because yes, I did came back on in and plant some more beets right here in this area. Now, if you all can see right here, guys, yes, we have germination. Okay, so now come on, let's go. I'm going to show you all how to get your beets to this stage right here, to where you have great germination. Now come on and let's go, guys. And absolutely, now that's the one I showed you there. Yes, you get them in here, big, small, all different sizes. But if you look down here, we have some real nice beets, guys. Look at that. Okay, and so like I said as well, the leaves are good for eating, and also the roots. Okay, look at this one right here. Look at that guy. Now that is a pretty big beet right there as well, guys. Now, if you all notice in here, you will notice the different coloration of the leaves. That is just different varieties of beets that we have planted out. Now come on and let's go. Let's get into planting these seeds. Come on. So yes, here I am in a bed that is freshly put together. The medium that we will be using, or the compost that we will be using, is compost that was made here on the homestead. Now, of course, if you're going to be planting beets, you also want some very loose soil that is going to help those beet seeds to germinate really well, guys. All right, so of course, what I have right here is a furrow maker. Now, what this tool is going to do, I'm going to show you, because I believe I can show you better than I can tell you. Now, my spacing that I will be going for with these beets, probably about a foot apart. So I'm going to try and get at least about 3 rows of beets in this area right here. So with my furrow maker, all I'm doing is pretty much just making a indentation or making a little furrow in the row right here, just like this, guys. Okay, and I'm just coming on down just like that. Okay, and as y'all can pretty much see the process that I am doing here. Now with this little tool that I'm using, pretty much just keep me, guys, from bending, uh, a whole lot. So, hey, absolutely, I definitely love this tool right here. Okay. Okay, and so now that we have our 3 furrows made in the soil, guys, now it is about that time to go ahead and start planting these beets. Okay, but before we plant the beets, guess what? We need some seeds. Oh, hey, here they go. All right, so here we are with our beet seeds that we will be planting out. All right, and so what I am going to be doing here, I am just pretty much going to be sprinkling these beets in this row right here. All right, so just like this, and we're just sprinkling. Okay. And no beet seeds get left behind. Yes, we will be sprinkling all these right here today. Okay, guys, and that right there is not it just at the moment. Yes, now we have to cover these beet seeds. Now, one of the thing is, when you come on in to cover your beet seeds, you want to make sure that you're not covering them too deep. So right now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be covering these seeds 1/4 inch, guys. Okay, that's it, 1/4 inch, and that is why this loose soil comes in real handy. Okay, because what that is going to do, it's going to help those seeds to germinate really quick. Okay, so make sure that whenever you do plant your seeds, you're not burying them too deep, because if you do, at times what will happen, you will notice that it takes a very long time for them to germinate, and sometimes they won't even germinate. Okay, so make sure you don't bury them too deep. All right, so all we're doing is just uh, putting a little dirt back on top of them. We're just dusting a little dirt back on the top of them. That's all we're doing right now. Okay. Okay, and so now I am done with finish dusting the dirt over on top of these seeds right here, guys. Now, yes, that right there is the finishing touch. Now, one of the things that you also need to note and keep in mind, now that you have these seeds in the ground, you want to water them, of course, really well the first time when you put them in the ground. And from there, every other day, you want to water them until you start seeing germination. And then, of course, you water them whenever it's needed. Okay, now if your soil is drying out and you see that they need water, go ahead and water them. Now, in the early spring like this, you don't necessarily have to water your garden too often, guys, because it's not like the sun is out beaming down on the soil all the time. Still getting pretty cool weather in the springtime. Okay, so how you can check if your soil need water, just go ahead and scratch the dirt back. You can go down to about an inch or 2 inch. If you see that it is dry, then you want to go ahead and add some water on in. Now, of course, we're going to talk about fertilizer for these beets right here, so that way you can get the best out of your beets and that you can harvest real nice beautiful beets and also beautiful leaves, guys, from these plants. Now, one of the thing is, of course, with this garden bed right here, we have our native soil. We did came in and add some chicken manure on the bottom, and yes, we did came on in with some goat manure that we, of course, like I said, we made here on the homestead. Now, that right there should be quite enough fertilizer for these plants for a good little while. Okay, now if you see where that your leaves are starting to turn yellow and they need, fertilizer, you can come on in and start hitting them with some fish emulsion. Now, you can hit them every week or you can hit them every other week with that fish emulsion, and that should keep those plants real nice and healthy and strong and vibrant growing, guys. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can also do to make sure that your plant have a great start and a great finish. Just make sure you feed them really well, and tend to your garden. All right, and so that is pretty much it right there, guys. I just wanted to come on in and do this quick little video right here, so that way you can have great success with your beets. All right, so and beets are pretty easy. It's not a hard plant to grow. Of course, timing plays a big part, and also nutrients plays a big part. So get on outside, see where I was in the dirt, and plant you some beet. For all this time that I've been in the dirt, guys, I have not gotten hurt. So, hey, a little dirt don't hurt. All right, so get out there and start growing something. And that right there is it. Just want to say peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Now remember, you keep a smile on your face, you be happy, you be cheerful, and you be blessed. Until next time, We will catch you all in another video. Have a blessed day.